Hello, everybody. Super excited to be here today and to dive into how to get over the fear of investing in a mentor again. And what are some red flags? So helping you identify if you're in that place where you want to invest, but you're a little bit nervous, how to identify some red flags so you don't make a bad investment, and how to make an ideal mentor list so that you get into the right investment. All right, so, and I will share some of my own stories and also, share some examples for you all so this is clear. So if you have been in that place where you have worked with a mentor or a coach or a strategist, energy worker, whatever it might be, and maybe you currently are working with someone like that, and you've had that experience of not getting the type of support that you want, and that could look like obviously not getting the results that you want, the results that you signed up with that mentor, that coach to get. And maybe you're in a coaching relationship currently or mentoring relationship, or you're working with some currently, and you've maybe worked with them for a month or two and you're not getting the support that you need. So it could be that you've already worked with someone and didn't get the support, or you're in a current relationship and not getting the support that you need. And I want to tell you, I know, I've been there, and it's so annoying because you took this leap of faith and thought this was the right support you needed, and to be in it, if you are still currently in it, or to be over it and not have gotten what you want, is a super annoying, frustrating, just, irritable place to be. Which is why I'm doing this live stream, to help you so that you don't make that mistake again. Because unfortunately, sometimes this happens repeatedly, and I'll share some stories how that has happened for me. And how I can speak about this is because I have invested with a variety of different types of coaches and mentors, from different types of strategies to, soul code editing, mindset work, shadow work. I mean, all across the board. And so I want to share again, what are some red flags so you don't make that same mistake that I did of investing in different types of mentors and not getting the type of support you need. And then also, do an exploration of, and I'll share my own stories about, what you need to shift within you so you can make the right investment, and then start to create that ideal mentor list and what that looks like. Cool. So if you have questions, let me know. I think I can see comments. I've checked my StreamYard settings, so we'll see. If I can't see your comments, I will come back and reply afterwards. Okay, so it's just being upfront. It is nerve-wracking. It's normal to be nervous to invest in a coaching relationship or a mentoring relationship, especially when you haven't had a great experience in the past. This, like me, where I've had invested in different types of mentors and different types, looking at it from different angles, whether it's strategy or mindset, whatever it might be, and not having, a great experience in that you're not getting the support that you needed. You didn't get the results that you had signed up to get support in getting. But what happens when you are in that place where, okay, you worked with someone, or maybe you're currently working with someone and you're not getting the support, you're not getting the results. The issue here is, if you're not getting the results, that means you need to do something different. And so just continuing with that same coach, if you've already been with them a month or two and not seeing that you've gotten results, it's time to make a change. And really, it's normal to be nervous about this, especially when you're in a relationship with a coach. It's normal to be a little bit nervous about wanting to get out of that coaching relationship. And it's also nerve-wracking to think about investing again when you've had an experience or multiple experiences of not getting results. But really what this is about is the fear is coming from not trusting yourself, especially if you were like me, where you had a track record of investing with different types of coaches, different types of mentors, and still, even the different types of mentors, it really didn't seem to make that much of a difference. So again, where this is coming from, I'm going to hit at this from a couple different levels. So we're going to talk about red flags. We're going to talk about ideal mentor list. But first, I want to talk about you, because what's happening here is when you're it's again it's normal to be nervous to invest, but really what it is, where the fear is coming from of investing, is the fear of trusting yourself. Like, can you do this again? You know, how are you going to know? And that's where we're going to talk about your ideal mentor list and red flags. So you don't continue to invest in mentors that aren't right for you. But really, the question before you even think about investing again is, can you be your guarantee? Can you bet on you? Can you like gamble? Because it is a gamble. Everything's a gamble. There's no guarantees in life. But can you gamble and put all the stakes on you? And know that you will do whatever it takes, that you will make sure that you're in the right place with this next investment. And we'll talk about what that looks like, so that when you take that chance on you and your dream, you know you will get results. You will do whatever it takes. That you are taking a chance on you, and taking that chance on you is meaning you're going to get the right support for you. So, and that is so important, because you want to be in the right place when you invest. And I'll share again examples of not being in the right place investing and it doesn't work well at all. So being in the right place to invest means that you are deciding you're going to trust yourself, deciding you're going to make an empowered decision to work with the right mentor for you, and avoid those red flags that I'll share, so you don't invest in the wrong type of investment and not get the results again. And what it looks like to work with the right mentor for you. So the first step, of course, is you have to get to that place where you can kind of let the past go and decide you can trust yourself. You're going to make an informed and empowered decision, and you're going to get the right support. So a couple red flags to be aware of. So when you're investing from a place of empowerment, it looks very different. How the traditional coaching model is not coaching model. Well, a little bit the coaching model, but the traditional marketing model is wanting investors, buyers, to invest, to click, to buy, based purely on emotion. They want to hijack your intellect. And, you know, this happens when you are in that super emotional place where, you know, maybe you just got out of a bad investment, it didn't work, and you're like, I just got to make this work. And then you're still acting out of fear and out of, you know, not trusting yourself in making a decision out of emotion. So maybe you see someone that's like, oh, I can get you what you want by, you know, shadow work, and it'll happen really fast. And they're showing you this fancy lifestyle. So those are all the things of like showing you the lifestyle, touching on the pain, like really, you know, you've probably heard this before, aggravating the pain and discomfort. So what you're doing when you're making that decision is, instead of being from that place of, you know, I'm going to think this through, I'm going to use my intellect, I'm going to make sure this is the right investment for me, the right person for me, you're hijacking all of that, and you're just running away from the pain, and you're running towards the luxury lifestyle, the, you know, high vibe, all that stuff that seems amazing, but there's not a whole lot of substance to that. So that's the traditional model of marketing, is to hit on the fear of missing out. Like, you better do it, it's going to run out, and, you know, you'll be lucky if you get in, because only the, you know, the special can get in. I've had coaches that were like that. And then to really aggravate where you are and contrast that with where they are with their luxury, amazing lifestyle. So when you're making a decision from there, that's when most often you're going to make bad decisions. You're going to invest in something that doesn't work, that has no substance, and you're not going to get results. On the other hand, when you're investing from an empowered place, that's when you're looking for the coach who is committed to long-term sustainable growth versus the quick fix. And that is the coach who is going to be customizing their support for you. So it's not like, here's this formula, good luck, which a lot of coaches do. So the first step, again, is you. Second step, some red flags I've already touched on a little bit: the fear of missing out, the hyping up the luxury lifestyle, the fancy cars, the fancy home, the fancy travel, the fancy clothes, you know, the $5,000 shoes. All that stuff is, you know, getting you to want to make an emotional decision. Often in those types of programs, what you'll notice is they're very vague. Like, they'll say, you know, you just need to, you know, heighten your vibration. It's very general. There's no specifics. They don't take a stand. They, if you look at all the, high vibe luxury, 7-figure coaches, a lot of them look the same. A lot of them even have the same types of photo shoots, and they're really selling the lifestyle, the personality. And they might even be selling, you've probably seen this too, like it's all about numbers. You need to increase your followers. You need to get more likes and more leads. And there's no specificity. There's no personalization, and there's no real relationship. One of the big, I think she's actually maybe even billionaire marketing coaches. I've had multiple people go through her program, and they didn't get any results. This is a high level program, huge program, like hundreds of people invest in it. And she has, whole affiliate program. And her marketing is very general. It's, how to, create a life you love. A life, and I think she does business too. How to create a life and business you love. Like, how vague is that? Which basically is like, here's my formula, follow it, good luck. So it's not customized to you. It's not personalized. It's not specific. And what does that, create a business and life you love? That's so vague. So of course, many, many, many hundreds of people are going to invest in that because that sounds great, but it's so vague. How are you going to know if you got it? Like, what are you measuring? So be conscious of that when you start looking at, if you're in that place where you want to invest in another mentor, look at their marketing and see, is there any specificity, or is it super general? Is it all high vibe and fancy lifestyle and it's all about numbers? So those are the things to be cautious of. And I would say, unless you are already really at a high level and just need, more people in, this isn't sustainable growth. This is the quick fix. Tons of people come in and maybe, 10 get results out of like hundreds. So how to know the right mentor for you? So those were the red flags. So how do you know who is the right mentor for you? It depends on, where you are, what you want. If you want long-term sustainable growth, then you want a mentor who is going to customize and personalize their support to you versus hand you a formula to follow and make you just be a cookie cutter version of them. So you want to think about how, their marketing, how deep do they go in their marketing? Are they taking a stand for something different? Are there even just their pictures and what they talk about different? And do they go in depth about how they support their clients? So it's not general, it's very specific. And they even will share, specific client, testimonials and examples. So, it's not the same, because you'll see that, their testimonials are not the same. It's not every client gets the same thing, because every client is different. And they're also sharing the context of their results versus the red flag types of mentors, which one to be cautious of is just, oh, she made like $20,000 in a day, but you have no idea how, what she did, how long she worked, where she came from, what did she have to do that? There's no context. It's just big numbers. And so again, it's wanting you to cut your brain off and just make an emotional decision to get in. And then once you're in, then it's kind of like game over. Like, here you go. Here's your, follow my course. But there's not a lot of individualized, personalized, specific support for you, which is why they can get a lot of sales, but then not oftentimes get a lot of results for their clients. So they're getting results by getting lots of sales, but then their clients aren't getting results. So again, you want to be conscious of that, and being also mindful of where you are. And do you want to make an informed, empowered, intelligent decision versus just acting on emotion? When we act on emotion, most often, you'll end up having that, buyer's remorse, like, oh. And this is where a lot of coaches end up having people that want refunds, or people that end up investing but don't do the work. And then they're a pain in the butt client. So if you want long-term, sustainable, intelligent growth, you want to make sure that you're investing with a mentor who is providing that and supporting that for their clients. And so then you also need to be what you desire. You need to make sure that you're also walking that walk, that you are doing the work to be connecting your process and how you guide your clients to results, so that your clients also see you're the type of mentor for them. So it's, of course, it's reciprocal, right? You want to be what you attract, and you also want to be with someone who is what you want to be, so that there's congruency and there's integrity all across the board. So all of this to say, it starts with you. And then when you change your lens and you start looking at the marketing of different mentors and coaches, then you can start to see the red flags, and you can start to see, oh, this is what's important to me in a mentor. And so you're making that list of, are they explaining things well? Do they give context? Are they sharing, where they came from, more about who they are, what, their process, how they came up with their process, how their clients get results, versus just, bling, and then you're supposed to, of course, react. Got it? Are there any questions? Okay, so if you are in that place where you are ready to make another investment, but you're a little bit more nervous, be conscious, of course, that if what you're doing isn't working, to continue doing what's not working is not going to magically shift. And if you knew what to do already to make it work, you would be already making it work. And if you want clients to invest in you, of course, you need to be investing in you. And so again, it's having that congruency, that integrity all across the board, so that you're not asking your client to do something that you're not doing. And of course, you wouldn't want a mentor who doesn't also reflect that high integrity. Got it? Okay, so a little bit about how I work with my clients. So, my background is in, I have a bachelor's in psychology, a master's in communication, I have my coach certification, I've done, yoga teacher training. So I look at the whole picture. I'm not just, hey, let's look at your mindset, or hey, let's just look at strategy, or let's just look at your energy, because you're a whole being, and compartmentalizing and thinking that it's just a quick fix. That's where, you might have quick success, but then you're going to fall. And I'm in it to win it long term. This is about everlasting growth and evolution. This isn't just make a sale, make a couple sales, and then your sales go back down. This is about sustaining that growth. And so we look at, the wiring of your brain and where that came from your past experiences, and how that past experience, how that is integral to actually what your gifts are, and then being able to become more aware of your unique gifts, where they came from, how they shape how you see the world in your unique perspective, and how that is how you guide your clients. And that is specific to you, and also to the unique clients that you're going to be working with, that there's this match, and that every client you work with, there's going to be a different perspective that you use with them. And for me, it's seeing how my clients speak about their relationships, how they speak about their business, about their body, how they speak about their marketing. And just from the words they use, I can see where we need to go in and make adjustments. And when we do that, what happens, and it's actually pretty quick. We go deep, but the results are really quick. What happens is they show up differently in their marketing and their videos, and of course with their partner. And what happens is they get results. They get people reaching out to them. They get people coming up to them in parking lots. Like, things shift because they start to have a different experience of themselves, and their model of the world changes because they're changing the wiring of their brain and their interactions and their communication. It's all integrated, and they continue to grow, because that's the goal here. We're all human beings, and we're designed to evolve and to grow. We're not designed to stagnate, because we start stagnating, or if we stop growing, basically that's, you die, right? And that's not the goal. That's eventually we're all going there, but we want to have the experience of our unique expression, and how that is designed to help people in a certain way. Especially if you signed up to be in this coaching entrepreneur world, you're here to help others the way that you help, based on your unique experience, your unique background, and then how you see the world, and how you communicate that. So if you are interested in learning how to create an intelligent business design based on your unique design and how that integrates with your past experiences and how that is specific to how you guide your clients, your specific process. Leave a comment. Actually, don't leave a comment. Just send me a DM and we'll book a call and we'll uncover what it is that you can shift right away to make a sale, because it doesn't need to take time. It does need to go deep. And in the long term, it needs to be sustainable, meaning you need to work with someone consistently to continue to evolve. But you can get that initial shift immediately. Cool. All right, friends, I don't see any comments, so I think I'm gonna get out of here. All right, this is my new sweater. So excited. I love blue, especially this like bright blue. I just got it in the mail today and it kind of matches my glasses. I can't see. Oh, yay. Hi, Faye. So nice to see you. Let me know if you have questions, Faye, if you are just catching this or if you've been here. And of course, I'd love to hear your ahas. What stood out to you from this? I know this is not, unique, that unfortunately, and this is, part of my mission is, changing this coaching industry. I just am so committed that we don't need more coaches. We need better coaches. We need coaches that are working as like this is their vocation, this is their calling, that they are giving their best and that they are serving from a place of excellence. And that is their desire, to show up and to give of their highest value and their highest gifts in a way that no one else can. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, let me know after you watch this, Faye, what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you all for being here. And go make this day amazing. All right. All right. Ciao. See you all soon.